Are you tired of getting beat up in this market? Watch this video because I'm gonna give you some tips on how you can win the bidding war and quit getting beat up. How to get your offer accepted. So we know this market is bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S, crazy. Tons of bidding wars, tons of things going on. You are probably struggling to get your offer accepted if you have been shopping for more than a day. Like, it's just one of those things. I did a video on how to win a bidding war. I also did another video about what to do to avoid bidding wars. So you can check those out. Those will be at the end. I'll also put them down here in the description for you guys. Here are some other tips. They were so popular. It's on what you can do to get your offer accepted. Number one, it's all about relationships. So find a real estate agent who can submit offers for you, who has a great relationship with other agents. It's just kind of a thing. Like, whenever you are putting in an offer, the sellers always want to know, hey, have you ever worked with this agent before? What are they like? And you kind of tell them, hey, I've done this many deals and this agent was awesome, on time, great communication, had all their ducks in a row. That's a good thing. They like to hear that. But if this is an agent that has always been rude and hasn't gotten their stuff to you, like, you avoid doing that because it can really break a deal. And people want to know that. They want to know that they're working with someone that is timely with their communication, that has all their ducks in a row, that is professional. Like, those are kind of big deals out there, and we want to make sure that it's a smooth transaction. So don't shoot yourself in the foot right out the gate with whoever you pick. Just make sure that you're working with someone that has a good reputation. One of the ways you can find that out, you can ask them. Maybe they'll be honest, who knows? You can also check their reviews. That's a really great way to find out about someone. Check the reviews, see what other people are saying for them. If you're finding consistently that they're getting reviews on good communication and things like that, that's probably a pretty good idea that they're gonna be easy to work with. Number two, stand out. We get tons of offers and they're rolling in and coming in, and you don't wanna just slide right in there and be the same as everyone else. You want something that's going to stand out. And what is a way that you can stand out is being funny. So I have seen a buyer offer to buy the seller a round of margaritas and tacos. So margarita, taco Tuesday, get something thing. This didn't add thousands of dollars to the asking price and in that seller's pocket, but it was something kind of funny that caught their attention, made them remember who that buyer was, and really helped out. I recently had a buyer's agent who reached out to me, and when we were going over the things, she told me, she said, yeah, and the lender is my husband, and you know he wants to sleep in my bed at night, so he'll make sure that this sale goes through like it's supposed to. I thought that was so funny. So we remembered that whenever it came time to accept offers, and she got it because we knew, one, she was giving credibility to the lender that was gonna make the transaction go smoothly, but she was being funny, and I could tell she had a really good sense of humor, and she was gonna be really easy to work with. And my sellers saw that too, and they wanted somebody that was easy to work with. And sure enough, that transaction was easy peasy, didn't have any issues. So it really made a difference, and it really worked for them. Number three, offer creative financial options. So when you sell a house, you are going to pay, a percentage of that sales price to the brokers that are involved, that are selling your home, both sides of that. You also have taxes that you're doing. There's all kinds of fees that go in according to what that sales price is. So instead of going up a little bit, like, go ahead and offer a really good amount, but instead of going up an extra couple of $1,000s, find some creative ways to get them some money without having to make them be taxed and pay extra on that amount of money. So for instance, if you were gonna come in and you could go up to $250 on a home, go up to $250, but then also offer to pay for their moving costs, or to pay something else like that you know they're going to have to pay to get that going through the finish line and not come off of their bottom dollar. And then that way, if you've got a good agent, he or she can explain that out to them and make them see how they're actually making more money going with your offer instead of take another offer that was just $2,000 more than yours, because they're not paying that same amount of money on yours because you're giving them the moving costs. It's totally separate. So So just something like that would be a really good way to get them some more money and then also stand out, like I was saying earlier. Number 4, find out what matters. Different things matter to different people. So obviously the money they're gonna walk away with is a really big deal. Like that's going to matter to just about everyone. But if you're looking at 2 offers that are side by side, what else is going to make the difference? You know, do they need some flexibility with the closing date? Is the due diligence period a really big deal to them? Do they want to use a certain closing attorney? You know, is more earnest money a bigger deal? Like, find out what matters. And this is where it's going to be a big deal for your agent to have a really good relationship, because he or she can reach out to that listing agent and find out, hey, my client really likes that house. We want to win. What can we do? What's going to matter the most for your clients? And that way, when you know, you can make sure that offer lines up with exactly what they want so that it's easy peasy. And a lot of my sellers that we do, I like to go ahead and put that stuff into the listing so that when the agents look at it, they automatically know what's important for my sellers. But a lot of times they won't do that. So it's always a great idea to reach out and ask so that you know and that you can make that offer perfect to what they want. Number 5, it goes along the other lines with that, would be a delayed move out. So that's the thing that we're finding the most in this market that means a lot, would be a delayed move out, because the market is so crazy. If they sell their home, they're still gonna have a hard time finding another home to buy. So if you are offering to let them close on the house but give them a delayed move out, so you're gonna give them, you know, whatever it is, 5 days to move out, that can take a lot of stress off of a seller to sit back, relax, and know that they don't have to close, move into another home right away. Another huge thing that makes a big deal would be giving them a rent back period, especially if you're gonna do that for free. So a rent back period just says you are going to let them stay in the home X amount of time and they are going to rent it back from you. So with a lot of loans, you can do this, you know, up to 90 days, depending on the kind of loan that you have. But even just giving them just a few weeks, that really makes a difference, because that means they can close on this house with you, then they can find their next house and they don't have a contingency of having to sell their home. It will be a cash or whatever kind of lender they're using deal, and that makes their offer a lot more competitive. And then if on top of that you're throwing in they're doing it for free, that's a win-win, especially because with you guys, if you're a first-time home buyer, you may not know this, but you're not charged for that first month's payment right away. You get a whole month before the payment kicks in. So it really doesn't hurt you to give them time, because it's not like you're having to pay double. You know, you're still got wherever you're living, but you're not having to pay for the mortgage. You've got a little bit of time. So that can really make a big deal. That's obviously something to ask, because some of them it doesn't matter as much to, but that is what I have found has been a really big deal. And then finally, number 6, love letters. We used to really encourage buyers to write love letters saying, oh, I love your house. I love this and this about it. I could see me and my dog here in the backyard, all this stuff. But 2 things. 1, this can sometimes go against the Fair Housing Act, because you're giving things that can make them more biased towards you, and that's not recommended. And then number 2, now you're getting so many offers that if you're not at the top and you're not competitive, they don't even care. They don't care what the letter says. It's irrelevant to them. But they will care if it's a lender love letter. So a lender love letter is just the lender saying, I have vetted them, I have pre-approved them, they are excellent candidates for this, they have given me all the documents they need on time. Like just the lender saying why you are such a great candidate. There's nothing wrong with that at all. There is no bias that could go on with that. It's just a great thing to have for your offer. It just gives you that clout and it just makes it stand out. And I have seen on a lot of listings, they're specifically stating, do not give me any buyer love letters, but you can send lender love letters. So that's just something that your lender could do. It doesn't take long to edit it up and get it ready and send it to you. Something else they could do would be a quick video, just saying, hey, I've looked at this is what's going on, and it makes them feel more personal and like they can be trusted. So what do you guys think about this? Have you seen this in the market? Do you think this would help? Let me know in the comments. Do you have any other suggestions that might help other people? If you are getting into bidding wars, I did a video, check it out right here. This is on how to beat the bidding wars part 1, and then I also did one that's going to tell you how to avoid the bidding wars. So 2 really great videos to really hit that home and help you guys succeed in this market. Hope you'd enjoy. As always, I'm your unicorn real estate agent, helping turn your dreams into a reality.